What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's giveaway event. We're doing another giveaway. Expect more of these, absolutely. I'm waiting for my computer to update the live stream here so I can see whether or not we're all in frame. Zach Stuff says Happy Friday. Thanks, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Zach Stuff. Excellent person, excellent channel. So let me. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually reveal what this knife is here early. Oh, good. We're perfectly in frame, just about. We just need to scoot these over. I know I need StreamYard. StreamYard's coming. I'm gonna get StreamYard for this channel because this 113,000 subscribers. I think I should update from the note cards, right? So we have a Benchmade to give away. I'm gonna reveal this early. It is a new Benchmade. It's a new model for 2022. And I chatted with Benchmade a little bit tonight and decided we're gonna do this. We're gonna give it away. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here. Hello, what's going on? Yes, 9,000 feet above sea level. All right, cool. Glock Shooter, what's up, man? Hello from Gainesville, Georgia. What's up, Rocco? Happy Friday, everybody. I finally, I'm really excited. When I bought my Riot Jack 1.5, I bought it in Mokutai because the Zerkutai was not available. And I love my 1.5. I think that the Riot Jack is one of my favorite knives ever. I think it's one of the best designs ever. Not necessarily the most EDC practical, but it's just one of my favorite designs from the standpoint of an enthusiast. But I really thought internally I was the ultimate version is Zerkutai. And I worked out a deal with my buddy Scott, who you guys are probably very familiar with, and I'm happy to say I finally acquired the Zerkutai version. So that's my most recent acquisition. There will not be an unboxing for it because I've already unboxed that knife, and that would be a waste of content. But I'm pretty excited about it. Holy crap! There's all of a sudden 120 people in here. Sorry, I was looking up at the ceiling and just talking because I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Michael Emler from Crazy Sharp. Hey, thanks for the donation. When you coming on live with me, I should. Yeah. Hey, I'm happy to do anybody's live, anybody's podcast. I'm happy to do that. Rye from Everyday City Carry. He and I are going to do a thing next week. I have not had a guest on my channel forever, and I'm really pumped to chat with Rye some more. But I'm happy to do anybody's. I'm not exclusive at all. In fact, I kind of feel like I wish more people would invite me because I like chatting with people and I haven't done it for a while. So let's go ahead and reveal what the knife is. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do it right now because there's 150 people in here. So the knife we're going to be giving away tonight is a knife that Benchmade sent me. I have finished the review on this. You guys will actually have not even seen me unbox it yet because of the schedule. So the unboxing is coming soon. It's just pre-recorded. And then the review is actually coming very soon after. And that's the brand new Benchmade readout for 2022. And let me tell you, this guy is a slicing machine. I was happy to see by the way, this will be given, somebody's going to win this for free tonight, but these actually drop on Tuesday. Down in the description, I actually linked the pre-order because you can pre-order these right now from Blade HQ. So if you don't win tonight and you still want it, you can use my link. Use my link. It really helps my channel. Please use my link. But yeah, you can pre-order it or you can pick it up on Tuesday when they drop. They are partially serrated or straight edge, which is what this guy is right here. Everyday EDC, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to Everyday EDC. Thanks for all the content, brother. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Let's give these a little scoocheroo here. I apologize for my choice of dialogue there. Sorry. It's like I'm turning into a boomer, willingly. I'm saying things that I just need to buy some New Balance shoes and some cargo pants and just grass stain them up and buy a Champion cutoff and tuck it in, wear a belt, and just accept my fate, right? uh, yeah, so the readout will be given away tonight. How do you enter? Step one. I feel like you're all subscribed, but for the love of all things that are good, please check and make sure you're subscribed. Step two, there's a link in the description. It's right at the top. It literally says enter here in all caps. Click that, watch the video. It's a little over a minute long. I will still be here, I promise. Leave your comment under it. Keep it PG so that YouTube does not filter you. Leave one comment because leaving multiple is a waste of time. And then come back and hang out with us because we're going to have stuff to talk about. All right, I'm going to do my best to not talk at the ceiling and actually look at chat tonight. What's wrong with cargo pants? Nothing. In fact, I got to be honest with you. I went to JCPenney the other day and ordered 4 of the exact same. They're literally the exact same cargo pants. I got one gray, one green, one tan, and one slightly darker tan because that's the type of person that I am now. They were on sale. They were like $16 a piece, and I was like, oh my God, I'd be an idiot to not, take JCPenney up on this exquisite deal. I do too. You can carry so many knives in cargo. You absolutely can. I was like, look at all these pockets, right? I still shop JCPenney. We don't have a lot of options around here, right? It absolutely is fashionable in Kansas. If you come to Kansas and you're not wearing cargo pants, you're gonna get some looks. I got a barbecue that I'm gonna go to later. Pretty excited about that. My neighbor down the street and I have become friends, and it turns out we like a lot of the same stuff. And we both like grilling, and I can literally just walk to his house because he's literally right down the street. So we're going to go do that later. I buy Microtech, but JCPenney clothing is too expensive. MC, I watched your video on changing the Mannix 2 scales and cage. Dang, it was stressful. I think I actually read your comment, if you did leave it. The ball kept falling out, spring kept spring. Yeah, dude, it's worth it, but it is a mess. It is a mess. That was a long video. That was a long time ago, but it's a long video. And I didn't even do it correctly in that video. What's my on concept knives? Love your content and hope you keep making it. I will. Thank you. The Sharpest channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, make sure you guys subscribe to the Sharpest channel. I like concept knives. And for the most part, they're creating some interesting and somewhat safe designs with a little bit of personality peppered in there. They have some stuff that's very good and some stuff that I'm kind of like, why? I love that they're willing to mess around and have fun, like with the Corvid. The mini Corvid and the XL Corvid are awesome. They're just hilarious. I also love that they made a medium size one. So I think Concept has a bright future. I enjoy their knives. Lucifer, what's up, man? You got to tell the story about the readout today. I will. So Lucifer, thanks for donation. If you don't know, I do exclusive giveaways on my Patreon. You can gain, if you want to join my Patreon and support this channel, I made a $1 tier for anybody who wants to join. I do exclusive content every Friday, and I do an exclusive giveaway every month on Patreon. It's usually a group of knives and other things. And that's where I sell my own personal knives. Benchmade had originally contacted me saying it'd be cool if you'd review this and then do a giveaway, and I had forgotten. So periodically when I receive, it's this full transparency. I've said this many times on the channel, but if you didn't know, sometimes when I get stuff from companies, sometimes I give it away, and sometimes I will do massively reduced pricing and sales on Patreon, so that the people who support me on Patreon can get good deals on top of, they get their own giveaways. But I generally cut the prices in half and sell stuff when I'm done with it. And what I do is I take that money and I, buy things for content that I otherwise cannot get from viewers, stuff that people want to see that's not available yet, or stuff that, in some cases, stuff that I want to make content out of and add to my collection. It's just part of, running all this stuff. I'm not gonna pretend I don't seek things out for my own personal collection, but I disclose that with my patrons, and they're all good with that. They're getting good deals and they're getting giveaway stuff. So anyways, the Redoubt was included there, and Benchmade was like, "Whoa, you said you were going to do a giveaway," and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so dumb." So yeah, so I had to contact the folks who Lucifer, who had bought the Redoubt, and I said, "I'm so sorry, I have to refund you because I'm going to do a giveaway on this. I'm going to share it with everybody who watches my channel and not sell it for funds and stuff." So that's what we're doing tonight, and I'm more than happy to do that. That's absolutely. I mean, I have lots of stuff to give away, but it's also really awesome to give away a premium knife like a Benchmade. So there you go, Lucifer. I'm glad you're a good sport about that, man. I felt so bad. That's literally never happened. Like everything that comes in, I'm green lighted to sell. But this, in particular, we had talked about it. This was meant for a giveaway. And that's what I said with Benchmade. So we got to do that, So mistakes happen. It's pretty rare, but mistakes happen. And this worked out for you guys. So now everybody has a chance to win it for free. So anyways, let's see. I'd never sell something I want. It happens rarely. Hey, man, but you know what? If you win this, like anything you win from me, it's yours. You get to do whatever you want with it. No, I've always said this. If you win something from me, you are not obligated to keep it if you don't like it. You can, it's yours. It's your property, right? So, hey, MC, I love my Benchmade Osborne 940. That's a great knife. It's one of the most celebrated EDC folding knives of all time. Nice choice. Is the Thai Demco ever coming back? The big one? I mean, do you want to see it right now? I still have it. I mean, it's it's a knife that's I'm never gonna get rid of it. Here it is. You want to see the difference between here's the 3V variant of the 80-20.5, and there's the American big boy on the left there. Thicker, both in scales and blade stock, and bigger, definitely. But operationally, it's very much the same. I still have the Civivi Bull Mastify 1 from you. Great. That's awesome. Good deal. I love it when I see, returning like winners come to my live stream or when they post on Instagram. I just love that. I love seeing it. So nice Insta post, MC. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, anchor ass. That was a fun picture to take. I enjoyed that. When will we see the unboxing and review of the Pyrite? Very soon. It's one of the best button locks, budget button locks that are available now. This is the age, the war of the button locks is upon us. Every company is they are pushing to make the most desirable button lock right now, especially these budget brands. And speaking of that, this is the new Sencut button lock. The Sencut. I'm looking at the box. Sakshi? I don't know. Yeah. G10 steel liners, wonderful action, wonderful blade profile. 9CR 18 MOV, and get ready, buckle up for $45 is what this will be. It is coming soon. You guys will see me unbox this relatively soon. I'm giving you all a sneak peek. Yeah, that $45. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a major contender. Major contender. I mean, it has like the most generic knife profile look I've ever seen, but yeah. Hey, MC, I just got my first Benchmade. I got a wicked deal on a 20 CV bug out. What's the green knife on the bottom left? Oh, that's a it's a custom from Boost Blades. The Arrow. They sent this to me directly, not to keep. I actually thought initially, I was like, did they want me to keep this? Holy crap. CPM 154, green titanium, ultra smooth action, and a nice, like, high polish. Look at that polish. That's gorgeous, man. You guys are seeing all around my studio now. See if I can give you guys a reflection of the absolute chaos that is my knife studio. Yeah, the arrow, pretty cool. When is the Annex Reich review? I love the SOCOM Bravo, so I'm hoping it delivers as that did. I snoozed on that, and I feel really stupid. I'm gonna do my best to jump on it as soon as the next drop occurs. I don't know when that is. It's a $450 integral, which, given the given Reich's like production quality, I am more than happy to pay $450 for it, and I will. I will buy one. I will pay full price, and I will review it. Blame Dexter, member for 24 months. You should have your platinum badge here any day. Question: how do you get over OCD with your knives? I don't know, man. That's the golden question, right? I think it only gets worse. I don't know that you. I mean, the only way is to grit your teeth and use everything. I'm not saying that I'm there. I use a lot of my stuff. I use a lot of my expensive stuff. I'm not above using knives that are over $1,000, as I demonstrated when I broke the tip off of my Rockstead on accident. But the only way to get over it is to use it. And that can be a hard thing to overcome for a lot of people, especially collectors, right? What's the skinny green nose picker? That's the Boost Blades custom arrow. Pretty cool. Excuse me. Redoubt or Super Freak, if you could only have one of them. The Super Freak, and it's mainly a preference in materials. They are both, like, as far as the designs go, they're both absolutely intended for continuous hard use. And I mean hard use in the way like continuous cutting against dense materials, not like, throwing it as hard as you can at a landmine or something. The Redoubt is CPM D2, which I have no problem with whatsoever. I like CPM M4 better in my limited experience. But I also like the layered G10 on the Super Freak a lot more than I like the Grivory combination on the Redoubt. But the Redoubt is a better price, right? So it also has better cutting geometry, in my opinion. How does the Xenomorph watch holding up? How is it holding up? It's holding up great. I took it to. It's not properly. The time isn't accurate because I was wearing the Formex today. In fact, I'm going to put that on. Hold on. I'm going to put my Formex back on. I took it off for a second. I can't remember why. I love the Formex. But this is holding up awesome. And I took it with me to South Carolina, was in the ocean with it. I wore it literally the entire time I was on vacation, and it worked perfectly. This is an amazing watch. I love the action, and the sound of the action is awesome. I love how big the face is. I love how easy it is to read. I love that it's sapphire with a ceramic bezel. I love that the actual, not the clasp, but most of the clasp is milled. The bracelet has the screw down links. I mean, this was a $185 watch. It's awesome. It's just amazing. It's got a Seiko movement too. Automatic, diver, 20 bar, all that. The battery died. It's not a battery. It's not a battery. It's an automatic movement. You gotta wind it. Have you Terraria rules? Did you wind it? Yeah, it's automatic, bro. You gotta wind it. Oh, okay, he knows. Okay, I was gonna say, come on. Give it what's par for the course for an automatic? 15 rotations if you're gonna wind it past the thing. Okay. Make sure. Is Benchmade the Eddie Bauer of the knife world? I'd say far from it. No. Dare you to carry the 80/20 with a lanyard for a week? No! Thank you for being a paying member of my channel, Landon. No, I will not do that. Speaking of, you can join Patreon to support my channel, gain access to the monthly giveaways and knife sales, things like that, for as little as $1. You can also join, which is separate, my membership program, which is Landon is a part of. You can see there you get highlighted comments in chat. You get one of those per live stream. And then you also get the exclusive Excalibur emojis. You get your own badge, which will change color as time progresses, the longer you've been a knight, right? You can join my channel and support me in that way if you'd like to. You can find the entry for channel membership, Knights of the Round, that is. The third link in the description should take you to the join page. I would greatly appreciate it. Love all my knights. Thank you guys for being a part of this channel. 380 people live. What is up? Chris Reeve, Umnumzan or Sebenza? Umnumzan. The Sebenza is great, and it's definitely more iconic, but I prefer the Umnumzan. I just think it's a better design. You wind your Mako 20 times, okay? Yeah, I will continue to own Benchmade knives. I did well before the channel, well before I, Benchmade was in direct contact with me. I will continue. My opinion has changed. In fact, my opinion of Benchmade has only gotten better as time progresses. Kevin Powell, welcome back to the Knights of the Round. Knights Raise Your Swords for Kevin. He's already at gold, been a member for a year or more. So, hey, Brewhound, what's up, man? Nice to have a mod in here tonight. Not that anything ever gets out of hand, but it's nice. Rob Z, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights Raise Your Swords for Rob. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis, Rob. Thank you very much. Should I buy the Mini Freak? If you like it, the Mini Freak is a good knife. Used Ultratech in average condition will probably go for around 200 if you ensure you use a trusted something. I don't know, maybe. Zach Stuff, got that platinum helmet, 28 months. Join Knights of the Round, he says. I have known Zach since, I don't know, at least my first 1,000 subs. 4.5 years on YouTube. We've been here for, I think Zach and I have been on YouTube for almost the same amount of time. I mean, he was one of the first other knife YouTubers that I was really friendly with, and he's always been great. Zach has always been, very kind to me, and I could remind you guys again, subscribe to his channel. You should be, all of you, all 400 of you, for sure. Nice to have you here, Zach. Thanks, man. Thanks for being a good friend over the last 4.5 years. I really appreciate that. I have no YouTube enemies. That feels really good to say. My perception of YouTube coming into it was, well, if you're going to succeed, it looks like you're going to make enemies. And the truth is, no, you don't have to. I think it depends on how you play your cards. I mean, when I say play your cards, I mean, it depends on how you treat other people, right? Even if you disagree. But I'm happy to say 4.5 years into this and 113,000 subscribers, which I'm eternally grateful for. I'm really happy to have not made any enemies, whether they're other creators or they're people in the comments section. I've had people I disagree with, and sometimes to the point where I just don't want to talk to them anymore, but no standout enemies. Nobody that's got a vendetta against me or vice versa, which is really nice. For the most part, my experience with YouTube has been pretty docile, other than YouTube themselves demonetizing me twice, but we're past that, at least for now. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me scroll up. Do I have to get a smock if I don't already have one? You don't have to. It's a good knife, though. I like this. It's one of my favorite Spydercos. I have one. So who's winning this giveaway? Somebody is. Hang on. I think perhaps my neighbor's at the door. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Never mind. Most likely one of the neighbor kids. They knock and wait for 2 seconds because they want to see if my kids can play. They knock and they wait for 2 seconds and then they run away. I mean, they could be ding dong ditching me, but usually they want my kids. So, what's the giveaway tonight? It is the Benchmade readout. That is what you're entering for. So, once again, make sure you follow the instructions on the note cards to the left. Subscribe and then leave a comment under the video in the description, right at the top. Oh yeah, we have it is nice to see kids still knocking on doors and asking to play. There are a ton of kids in our neighborhood that are all about the same age, and they all just like ride bikes and like play weird games outside all the time in the summer. So in the evenings, it's usually like one kid knocks on one door and gets another kid, and then they go around and get more kids. And so by the time they make it to our house, there's usually a herd of them. And it's pretty low traffic. So we're like, yeah, sure. Just stay like in the vicinity. And they just, they get their big wheels out, they get their bikes out, they get their footballs out, whatever. The little battery powered vehicles, and it's just chaos, right? The way that it should be. The same way when I was a kid. It's cool. I have all those Cold Steel training swords and knives, like the polypropylene ones, and so I have tons of them. So I just give all the I give all the neighbor kids. I just load them up. I'm like, here's a bunch of swords and stuff. Have fun. They can't hurt themselves too bad with it, right? I mean, a lot of those things are too heavy to lift, but the parents know me as the guy who has all the like really big polypropylene swords and knives. So they like playing with them. Absolutely outdoor exercise. We have limited our kids dramatically for screen time, especially in the summer. As many activities, as many sports as possible. They are busy all day, every day, and they go to sleep at night, which is awesome. So. You want the Hinder? Yeah. The Hinder is just out here for eye candy. This is my full titanium battle black Monkey Edge 3V Hinder. A pretty rare build, a pretty hard thing to get and put together. So I'm pretty proud of this one. That's definitely a cool one to have in the collection for sure. If I don't win, I'm going to have to drink 4 to 8 Gatorades. Well, stay hydrated. It's hot out there. Can me and Nick Shabazz have a sword fight and stream it? He lives on the other end of the country, but if we ever get an opportunity, sure. This is a horrible review. Yeah. Yeah, this knife is cool. I've watched many videos like that when I'm looking for information on YouTube. That was part of the reason I decided to make YouTube videos is I felt like some of the videos that I watched were lacking so much information. I like to sit down and watch a 20 to 30 minute video on a knife. And I know that I feel like I'm the minority. And even though I have, quite a few subscribers, my analytics tell me that most people don't watch past the 6 to 8 minute mark. But I don't want to watch a video for 1 to 5 minutes. I want to know every last little detail. So I created the content that I wanted to see when it comes to reviews. So I'm glad that a lot of you like to watch that. Let's see. I skip till I see the knife, and if I like it, I go back. That's fair. I lied. I'm going to drink them anyway. I was going to say, come on. What do you think about the Spyderco Spy Opera? What is that? The Spy Opera. Hold on. I'm going to have to I reviewed it. I just can't put my finger on it at the moment. Hang on. Spy Opera. Oh, that's the slip joint. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great knife. Oh, my video came up first. That's nice to know that Google is they've ranked me at the top for the Spy Opera. Yeah, it's a cool knife. It's a great collaboration between Spyderco and Lion Steel for sure. Terraria Rules, thanks for donation. Thank you for your very in-depth videos. You're the reason I got a Para 3 and a Microtech tactical beard comb. Awesome, man. Thanks for your donation. I appreciate the donations, guys. Those do live stream donations. I do keep track of those, and those absolutely go right back into the channel. So I appreciate you guys who do that. It's nice. What's happening, Complex? Hope everyone is doing good. Thanks very much, Mike Half. Appreciate that. Your videos have really helped me as a newcomer to the community. All the information you provide makes your videos good for learning. Thanks, man. I try. I'm not always right, but I try to be as accurate as I possibly can. It can be tricky when you're trying to put out lots of content. I have to remind myself to slow down and make sure that I'm getting the details right instead of just trying to pump out content for the sake of it. But I do try as hard as I can to give you guys accurate information and, most importantly, my honest opinion. What are your thoughts on the new Military 2, the Knife Center showcase? Is that the one with the compression lock? If it's the one with the compression lock, I think it's great. I think they should have done it like 8 years ago, but I think it's great that they did it. It's a great way to get rid of all the S30V that they're obviously transitioning out of, or some of the S30V. I think they're trying to move everything to S45VN, or at least that's what it looks like. So, not that S30V is bad. I like S30V, but the new hot S whatever steel is S45VN. Crazy question. Is there any such thing as a travel knife? Yes, there is. In the United States, the ideal travel knife is a small slip joint, because I don't think you can get in trouble for a slip joint almost anywhere, especially if it's small. And in a lot of countries, I mean, that's the only thing that is legal, right? So I bring a small locking knife. I like my Baby Banter a lot for travel. I don't think there's anywhere in the United States where a locking knife is illegal. So the Baby Banter is usually good to go. But yeah, for sure. I don't need to. I mean, if I could carry whatever I wanted, then I wouldn't carry a smaller knife. But when I'm traveling, I kind of like a smaller knife anyway because it's just less. I don't know. I can wear whatever. Like if I have to transition between like street clothes and dress clothes, if we're going to some nice place for dinner, then it's nice to carry a smaller knife. Airports and swords do not go well together, no. Vero Neuron for travel? Yeah, sure. Dragonfly for travel, that's an excellent choice for sure. What's another one that I for the longest time, my dedicated travel knife was the CJRB Rhea, and I really liked it. Mine, I heard a lot of people had an issue with the Rhea where the blade would contact the stop pin and it would dull it in that area. Mine does not contact the stop pin, so I've been happy with mine. I still have it, actually. But here lately, the Ben Banters, the Baby Banter, that's been my go-to travel knife. Benchmade Valet for travel is another good option. You gonna give away that Spyderco Shaman? No. What did I call it in my head earlier? The Zirconico. Ooh, how creative. Yeah. Ultimate, the second build is coming tomorrow morning. You guys are gonna see it. But the Zirconium Shaman is great. It's very heavy. And it's a full Zirconium Shaman. So there you go. In CTSXHP. I've always wanted to try a Benchmade Valet. It's all right. It's all right. I think it would be a dedicated travel knife for me. But it's cool. I'm pretty sure it's M390 and G10. Yeah, it's 8.5 ounces. The Spyderco, the zirconium Shaman is 8.5 ounces. Anyone, what happened at Blade HQ? Dave G, I don't know. Context. Where did you see that something happened? What do you mean? Like, is the site's down or like something happened? I'd like to know about that. Favorite OTF ever is the Hawk Deadlock. Model B and Model C are both great, but the Model C is a better design. Just came home to a Thug 2 on my doorstep. It's going to be a great weekend. That's an awesome night for sure. Favorite TRM is the Shadow. I own a titanium Shadow now, and that's definitely my favorite. Favorite restroom knife? What is that? What does that even mean? I don't know. To just sit there, like, and just flick out? I don't know. Fidget Factor, so probably the Demco. This is the Demco 80 20.5 is the ultimate restroom knife. Chris Whole House, thanks for donation. Appreciate that. Very nice. I'm done answering it. I'm done answering the way I'm done. I'm done with the toilet knives and stuff. It's just weird. A karambit. The best bathroom knife, obviously, is a karambit, right? The Lion Steel Emerson MagnaCut karambit. I forget what it's called. Do I ever review older knives? It very rarely. It depends on what it is. Just ordered a duckling. You haven't reviewed that one yet. I don't think so. No. Hey, speaking of Hogue, I was watching oh God. Brian's live earlier. Transparent Knives. I was watching his live stream, and I wasn't aware that Hogue had heat treated their MagnaCut on the Decas a little low. And what it looks like is people were like, "Hey, can we get these higher?" And Hogue just was for when they came out with the Ritter, the new Ritter Hogue with carbon fiber and MagnaCut, they just increased the hardness. Like they just did it. 63, 64, I think that's what those at. Hogue continues to just be like one of the most underrated companies. I like the best value American knife in existence right now is hands down the new Ritter Hogue with MagnaCut and carbon fiber. And, you know, second place still is the M390 and G10 Ritter Hogue. But it's not only that. Not only are they making high quality knives in the United States and putting good prices on them, they're actually taking materials like M390 and MagnaCut and heat treating them the way that they should be. Like Hogue is, they're just underrated. They're not celebrated enough. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were low on the Decas and came up after people said, "Hey, can we get these higher?" So it's kind of cool. Generic ass username. Thanks for donation. A friend of mine got a $9,250 Marfione custom titanium combat Troodon with meteorite inlays, and I'm trying to convince him to send it to you. Holy crap! That would definitely be the most expensive knife I have ever shown on this channel. But I can completely and totally understand if he would not want to risk that in the mail. It does sound epic, though. It sounds extremely epic. Wow. $10,000 pocket knife. Man. Hey, welcome to the knife world, folks. Welcome. Speaking of expensive stuff, not nearly that expensive. I love this. The Model 18 from Liang Ma. This is one of the most impressive integrals I have ever handled. It is my only integral that is this decked out. As far as exotic materials go, I mean, this is truly one of my most exotic, if not my most exotic knives. Integral Mokutai inlay, Mokutai clip, that beautiful, I don't even know what the heck they call the finish on the titanium. You can't see it. And then a Damasteel blade. Yeah, I paid $1,250 for that. And to be honest with you, it feels not necessarily high for that. The base models feel still a little bit high, but this is the short of what I'm going to say in the review. The reason the Model 18 feels a little better at $650 versus the James brand, the Barnes, because they're both made by Riyot, is because Liang Ma is not trying to sell you a personality. He's not trying to sell you a trend. He's not trying to sell you a fad, and he's not trying to sell you a culture. He's selling you a good, honest, well-made, well-designed knife. And on top of that, he actually went out of his way to do something different. Instead of M390, he's got S90V in a great geometry. He's also finishing the titanium different and actually offering some, and the James brand texturing is pretty good. But what Liang Ma is doing with the Model 18 is going out of his way to do, some depth, some personality, some design. So while I still feel like it's a tad high, I feel way better about the Model 18 as an integral from Riyot versus the James brand, the Barnes, which I keep bringing up as like one of the most offensive price points I've ever seen. So I am very much a fan of the Model 18. I am very happy with that purchase. It is that knife is exquisite. Is the Readout an integral? No, it is not. It is. It's got a turtle shell, as I'm referring to it, but it's actually two pieces of Grivory and then is connected with that turtle shell. Yeah, custom Marfiones and Borkas are definitely going to go. They're definitely going to go for that. I mean, can you blame them? The Marfiones don't sell out as quick, but the Borkas sell. Like $5,000 for a Borka custom, like it's gonna sell. It might sit there for a little bit, but it's gonna sell. If I could get exactly what I wanted for under 2K, I would own a Borka. I just can't bring myself to spend that much. But I'm not gonna fault them for, like they sell. I mean, people buy them, So what are we gonna do? Like I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time complaining about it, So like I do with the Barnes. Herman Customs, worth it. No, has everyone in here seen my Herman Dragonfly? I'll get it out. Rustic Red, thanks for the donation. A little spending cash for the weekend. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So here's one. This is a full dress. Herman Dragonfly, their biggest knife. In Timascus, titanium inset liner. The Timascus clip and not Damasteel, but Damacor. Yes, we've evolved in fanciness. Damacor with a Vanax core. Yes, Damasteel jackets and Vanax core. Yes. Yeah, I really like this knife. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with the voice there, but that is my most expensive pocket knife for sure. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Herman knives. They do a great job. I know an ounce of meteorite used to be more expensive than an ounce of gold. Holy moly. 542 people watching and only 291 likes. What are you guys doing with your lives, huh? If not liking my content, then you are not living life to the fullest. Daniel Lucero, thanks for the donation. What's up, brother? Talk about the auto hinderer. Oh, yeah. So the auto hinderer, I keep hearing people say, I handled it at Blade Show and it felt underpowered. This one does not feel underpowered, and I have tested it up against all of my Protex. The firing power is matched or better than the Protex. I'm wondering if there's two things that could be happening. Number one, it's possible that the samples they had at Blade Show were either prototypes or just different. Maybe they had different coil springs. I don't know. All I can do is speculate. Two, people are confusing the underpowered feel with a plenty powerful coil spring that's launching a really thick blade. It's launching a blade that is 165 thousandths, which is the same as a standard XM18, a manual variant. The thing does have recoil. It definitely kind of lugs the blade out, but the actual power and the robustness of the coil spring don't feel any different than any of my Protecs. In fact, I mean, I love the power of my SNG, but that auto hinderer that I've got here, it's actually Lucifer's, who's in chat right now. It feels more powerful than the SNG, but it's got a heavier blade. The thing that bothers me is the stick off the stop pin, which I have heard from more than one person is something that is present on however they acquired them, their automatic hinders. So until we see them like dropping at retailers and more people getting their hands on them, it's really hard to say. But I am going to bring that up in the review for sure. A few more minutes and we will draw for the readout here. They need a button. Wait, they need a like button live chat. Where's the? I know the auto hinder is over here. It's in line for review. I've got it set up because it's coming up for review, and you guys will be seeing it here really soon. So I'm letting it sleep. Main 56. I won't ever, and I'll tell you why. It's because that's what I got demonetized for the first 2 times, even though there has never been any firearm content on this channel. YouTube demonetized me because for some reason they thought I was creating firearm content, and I wasn't. But it told me if you even look like a channel that's going to create firearm content, you're basically demonetized. So I won't. And here's the main thing. Here's why you don't want me to create firearm content, because I don't know anything about firearms. I mean, have I shot at bottles and paint cans and old TVs and stuff and clay pigeons? Yeah. Have I gone hunting a handful of times? Yeah. I don't know anything about firearms. So that's my experience. That's just like the baseline experience that you're going to have in all Midwestern states and honestly like most of the country, right? I don't know any more than the average person. So cupcakes or donuts? It depends on the donut. If you're going to flash a maple bacon donut in front of me, I'm going to choose donut every single time. Blood Rain 137. Thanks for donation. I have to head out a bit early, but good luck to everyone for the raffle. Not a raffle, it's a giveaway. But I appreciate that. I get it anyway. Thanks, MC, for all that you do. Thank you, Blood Rain. I appreciate you being here for the time that you were. Thanks for the honesty, of course. One thing that will never change, even if it eventually makes somebody mad, which, let's be honest, as far as probability goes, eventually my honesty will make somebody mad. It could be a knife maker, it could be an entire company, but eventually it will make somebody mad. But that's the risk that I have to take. I'm not going to create content if I can't say what I think, right? I'm not going to accept a knife from anybody if they don't let me say what I think. So the one thing that you can be guaranteed if you're going to watch my content is that you're going to get what I think. Even if you disagree with it, you're going to get what I actually think. That's my favorite thing about making content. I wouldn't do it. It would suck if you had to lie. Like people who make content and they get paid to just say like, yeah, just tell me what to say. Why? That just sounds like a chore. Like, I'd rather go back to selling. That was the only problem I ever had with sales is you have to make a sale. You have to meet your quota. So sometimes you're going to have to make it look better than it is to make a sale. Well, when I'm making content, I get paid no matter what. So there's very little incentive to lie about anything, right? I'm going to make money on affiliate stuff. I'm going to make money on ad revenue. I mean, it's going to be there. I mean, if you guys want the perfect honesty, yeah, I make money in those ways. So why would I not say what I think? Of course, I'm going to say what I think. Yes, potentially you could create more affiliate revenue by, fussing something up and making it seem better. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to risk the integrity of my channel on a couple of bucks here or there. I would much rather just say what I think. So, brutal honesty. And to some people, that dialogue right there is going to turn some people off to my channel. And that's okay. This channel does not appeal to everyone, and I have accepted that. Anyway, sorry. People are like, who asked, dude? Why is Complex doing this? Literally nobody asked, and he's going off on his weird. Sorry, Knight. Thanks for the donation. Calling me winning this giveaway. I'm doing it for content. Thanks, man. Josh Elmos, very kind. You guys are being super generous tonight. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We get it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Once I get on a roll and I'm just like, I just want to say what I think. Like, I just can't stop. Even when people are like confused. Nobody asked you. Nobody wanted to hear what you thought about that. Daniel Lucero, thanks for the donation. O Knife Zilla is a good knife, bro. What do you think? I don't know. O Knife, well, the Olight O Knife company has reached out to me a few times. Maybe I should ask them about that one. So the tangents are the best. Some of you like them and some of you definitely don't. You guys definitely tell me when you don't like it. I had this one guy go, I don't understand your channel, man. It's like, he said it's like 20% knife review and it's like 80% absolute nonsense that's barely related. And I thought, you know what? That's pretty fair. He's not wrong. Like that's pretty fair. At first I was like, stupid guy trying to tell me what I'm doing. And I was like, no, that's pretty fair. It's not inaccurate at all. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 52. Guys, it's time to draw for the old readout here. Hang on. Let's get these out of the way here. Excuse me, fellas. Move you on off to the side. There we go. Oh, yeah, if you haven't done this yet, 636. You, by the way, very cool to have 636 people live. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Awesome. Very generous with donations tonight. Very generous with people joining my membership program. I always appreciate that. You guys are great. Everybody's been so kind to me since the very beginning of YouTube, and the kindness is just unending. I can't believe it. So you guys have really made my dreams come true, supporting me in the content that I create here on YouTube. And I just want to say thank you as much as possible, which is part of the reason why we do giveaways so often. Anyways, if you want to enter to win for the readout, you need to do it. If you haven't done it yet, you really need to do it right now because the point of no return is coming. So the final step to entry, there's a link in the description. All you need to do is open the description and click on the very first link and then just leave a comment under it. Try to keep it PG so that YouTube does not filter you, because if YouTube filters you, then you're not entered. So there you go. Just give me a second here. I got to fire up the old iPad because that's just still how we do things. And of course it's dead. So what? We got to do it on the laptop. Okay. Why is this stupid thing dead? Stupid rectangle. Hang on. God dang it. Okay. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. Just talk amongst yourselves. Talk about whatever you want. Like you needed permission to. Like you're, now we can say what we want. Hang on. So I'm gonna have to awkwardly hold the laptop under the screen, which is not a whole lot different from just, using the iPad. The iPad's just more convenient, which is why the main reason why I have the iPad is for giveaways, for transparency. The iPad's fine. The old iPad got chopped in half with a sword. If you didn't know, that is a video that I did on YouTube. I literally cut my old iPad in half with a sword, and my patrons bought me a new iPad. So thank you. That was a long time ago, though, so it's still there. I really thought that video would get more views. It didn't, but it's there if you want to. If you type in chopping iPad in half with sword on YouTube, you'll probably find it. There it is right there. The entry video. Hang on, I'm copying and pasting the link. Wow. Well, I'm copying the link so that I can have it on. This is just filler dialogue. You guys don't need to hear this. Hang on. Okay. Get rid of that. That's okay. Here we go. Now, I'm going to move this up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so what we've got here is the comment picker page. So real quick, we're going to paste the, can I zoom up? Oh, I can. Come on now. There we go. Zoom. There we go. Here's the link. You can all type it into your browsers and make sure that I'm not cheating anybody. That's the exact link that you used when you entered, right? So real quick, we're going to scroll down here and we're going to click filter duplicate users. And we're going to scroll down further. I think they got a bot check. Yeah, so what's 4 plus 4? 8? Pretty sure. Get YouTube was that not right? There. Get YouTube comments. Oh, it's getting them already. Okay. 1,199 entries tonight. So you have a 1 in 1,199 chance of winning. So here we go. Are you guys ready? The winner of the Benchmade readout is Christopher Brisbane. He says, getting jiggy with it. Okay. Christopher, you won. Congratulations, friend. You will need to contact me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information in order for me to ship this to you. Is Christopher actually in here? That would be really cool. We've got 3 in a row. 3 live streams in a row where the winner was actually in here. Is Christopher actually in here? You are the person who won, Christopher. I'm holding this up so that when people, if he's not in here, if he's watching this in the future, he's going to try and skip ahead, and it'll be a lot easier for him to find it if I hold this in front of the screen for a while, because it'll freeze frame it a little bit better. Is he here? Lucifer's here. Lucifer's the one who bought it and had to be refunded. So that he's not in here. Christopher Brisbane, you are the winner once again. If you are fast forwarding and finding this in the future, no, he has a full week, guys. He has 1 week to claim it. You need to email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com, all together like that. That's all you got to do. Christopher! Yeah, so he's the winner. Okay. Hey, that's going to happen sometimes. You know, there was only half of the entries were actually in here. So that's fine. It's going to happen. What do we got here? Let's go back to the live. There we go. What if he doesn't? Well, if he doesn't, then we redraw. That happened at my 100K. You guys remember that? What was it? Was it the factor? Someone didn't claim the factor. So we redrew for it. Do you guys remember that? I hope that person never finds out that they actually won. The person who won it was a signature series, the first signature series ever of the factor, custom anno job, and they won, and they didn't claim it. So we had a separate live stream and we drew again. Oh boy, yeah, that was a bummer. So Christopher won tonight, and if he doesn't claim this, then we will absolutely do another live stream, which is fine. So yeah. Favorite ProTech, definitely the SNG or the Rockeye. They're both very preferable. Are they irregular? It's hard to say because I get 85,000 comments a year. So it's hard to say. It's not a name that I immediately recognize, but that doesn't mean that they're not irregular. Some people watch constantly and never comment. So give another one away. I will next week, no matter what. I have so much stuff to give away. Like, I've got budget knives to give away. I've got like expensive knives to give away. I've got stuff that's not a knife to give away. So yeah, there'll be lots. I have extreme gas, not something that you needed to say out loud. That's something that, you can experience alone, because your reality is not audible for us. But now we know that you're having a rough go of it with abdominal pressure, I guess is what we'll call it, a buildup of abdominal pressure. I don't know. My advice to you is to go outside and then come back in when you're done. When am I going to drop some merch? I had merch. I did it for a little bit. I'll bring it back at some point. I did it with Redbubble and I did not like the quality, so I pulled it off. If you guys don't know, you can find my Redbubble store for stickers. People always ask me about stickers. Every freaking sticker you could possibly imagine for the Metal Knight helmet is on my Redbubble store for as cheap as I could possibly make it. You can find that Redbubble store down in the description of the live stream right now. It's quite a ways down there, but it says, what does it say? Metal Complex stickers is what it says in the description. And you can see all the stickers that I've designed, and you can buy them pretty cheap. Eventually, I will bring merch back. I'd like to make t-shirts with some of the quotes that I say a lot on the channel, as long as it's not copyright. And I want to put the Silent Knight and the Metal Knight on stuff and let people buy t-shirts if they want, but I just don't have anything right now. So bunker branding. Okay, I'll look into it. What if your country doesn't let you have autos? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I live in the United States, so we can have autos, but I don't know. I mean, I would imagine it's pretty difficult to get your hands on an auto if you're not in the United States, and probably illegal. So don't do anything illegal. I would say that's my best advice. It's not worth getting in trouble for, that's for sure. Find a better country. That's not fair. That's not a fair thing to say. Like, what do you want to like? I'm leaving. I know, like, not everybody has that option, right? Let's see. Yeah, I do too. Every time I read Zach's stuff channel, I think of Blade HQ's Zach, who now has his own channel. Yeah, I miss Zach. I also miss Ben from just like the Blade Banter, Ben. Hey MC, where can we email you about sending a knife for review? You can email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I cannot guarantee that I will respond. I will try to, but that email address gets bombed with stuff every single day. I will do my best to look through it. Here very soon, I will be releasing a new list of knives that I am looking for loaners for review. But you can go ahead and email me, and if I see it, I'll try to go through. And it's like I get almost as many emails as I do comments now that people know what my email address is. So, I mean, that's, there's nothing I can do about it. You put your email address out there, and that's what's going to happen, So, Ben blew his Kickstarter off the water. Oh, I'm glad. He deserves to. That's great. There were Hinder autos on Arizona Customs today. How much were they going for? I'm just curious. My guess is they were well over $1,000, but that's just a guess. Hey, Kansas boy, find a boyfriend yet. I don't even know what that means. I'm married and I have 2 kids. Give me more. Give me more. The worm on that hook was way too small. Uh, 995. I would have guessed 1,200. That's lower than I thought. Okay. All right. Not saying that's what I'd pay for it, but it's lower than I thought it'd be. I got to figure it out. He's a K-State fan. That's why. That's why he's giving me poop. What if your country doesn't let you have autos and you win? That's actually in the video that was the disclaimer. It said if you live outside the United States, you can enter and win. but I need to be able to ship it to somebody inside the continental United States first. So if you win and you live outside, and I don't ever give away autos. I don't even mess with that. But if you win a knife and you live outside of the USA, that's fine. But I got to ship to somebody who lives here first. Where it goes and what happens with it after that, it's in the hands of the person that I sent it to. So I don't advise anybody does anything illegal, but it's no longer in my hands. So I'm not going to read that out loud. Oh, man. There's still 300 people in here hanging out. What's up, guys? Welcome to the after party. Thanks for hanging out, I guess. Hannah VV, I want to win a knife. Well, keep coming to the live streams. I give them away every week. It's hard, I mean, if you think about it, if the odds are roughly between 1 in 1,200 to 1 in 1,500 average for my live streams, that means that in order for the universe to, allow you to win a knife in my live streams, you technically would have to attend anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 live streams before you are statistically guaranteed a knife. And even then, the way that, the universe works with random chance, you're never necessarily guaranteed to win. So what are you going to do? The people who win are lucky. That's just how it is. But your odds of winning a knife from me are much better than winning the lottery, if that makes you feel better. You're much more likely to win a knife from me than get struck by lightning. Yeah, the drawing's already happened. I'm just sitting here hanging out and talking with people. What time is it? I'm late for the barbecue. Guys, this has been fun. You guys have been excellent. Congratulations again to the winner of the readout. If for some reason he doesn't claim it, we will draw again for it next week, live. I have the modification video for my Ultimate Shaman tomorrow, as well as another episode of 5 Cool Knives. I can't remember what I'm reviewing on Sunday, but we have another episode of The Knife Guy. So there's some fun weekend content coming up and lots of really cool stuff in the next coming weeks. Daniel Lucero, thanks for donation. Do you have any copper knives? Can you show it? I actually don't own a single knife with copper on it right now. I don't. I like copper. I think it's a cool accent. I don't think it's the best material for the entire scale because it throws the balance off. But it's a nice material for an accent, like a backspacer, pivot collar, or even a bolster. Pocket clip, you'd have to coat it. It'd have to be like copper-coated steel or something like that for a clip. But anything else is a nice accent material. Anyways, guys, this has been fun. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.